So in this live stream, I'm going to talk about how to manifest your dream home. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say welcome to my live. I'm Reg the Manifester, and I help people manifest a brand new reality. So if you're new here, first time here, and you want to learn how to manifest a brand new reality, hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate you. All right, and you probably saw the thumbnail. I'm doing a 30-day challenge. I'm halfway there. Well, a little bit more than halfway. This is day 20. So I got 10 more days left to get to the 30-day mark. I know I'm gonna make it because I made it this far. I didn't know I was gonna make it to 20 days. So it's been a struggle, but I've been grinding through it. Coming on this late at night because I work 2 jobs. So basically, this is really the only time I can come on here, late night. But the weekend is coming up. One of my jobs I'm gonna be off, so I'll be able to come on here a little bit earlier. So you guys won't be coming on here 1 o'clock, 1:12, whatever time it is, late at night, wherever you are, to check out my live streams. Because I know if I come on here earlier, I'll probably get more people to come in here. And when you come in here, hit that like button for me. It really helps out my live if you hit that like button for me. And drop a comment. You can just, if you don't have a question, just say hi. Just say what's up. All right, so, one other thing. If we can make it to, well, when this channel make it to 2,000 subscribers, before I finish this 30-day challenge, I'm going to reward 3 people with some free money. All you got to do is put your Cash App in the comments, and whoever I pick, I'm going to send them some free money once we hit that 2,000 subscriber mark or at the end of this 30-day challenge. All right, let's get into it. So how to manifest. Did I even put that in there? I didn't even put that in the title. I'll put it in there later. But I'm talking about how to manifest your dream home. So this is how you manifest your dream home. There are some steps you got to take, but they're very simple steps. If you manifest anything in your life before, then it's going to be simple. Now, what may not be simple is if you want a big house, if you want a big mansion, and you never had a mansion before, that might be a little bit hard for you to manifest. But if you have bought a home in your life, then it shouldn't be any problem for you to manifest another home. Now, if you never bought a home in your life, you stayed with somebody, your parents or relatives or whatever, never owned a home, then it might take some time. But if you have that belief that you can manifest a house, then it will happen. Right before your eyes, it will happen. So, this is what you need to do. First, pick out the home that you want. So if you want a mansion, you need to go to a mansion. Now, if mansions available for you to walk in, if you're able to pass by that mansion, go by that mansion and look at the mansion from your car or whatever. If you're walking, just look at that mansion, and then imagine yourself in that mansion. Now, you're not going to know what's in the mansion, but you can imagine or visualize what you want in that mansion. So while you're in front of the house that you want to manifest in your life, as you look at it, just close your eyes take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale, and then just relax. You know, you want to do it quickly because, people probably going to be passing by saying, why is he standing there with his eyes closed? So you do that, and you picture the house that you're looking at. So you picture the outside. You picture the driveway. You picture the front of the house. If it's 2-story, picture everything. If it has a big yard, picture that. Picture that in your mind. Then once you picture that in your mind, then while you imagine that, imagine yourself walking up to the house with a key in your hand. So this is the key you got from the realtor to open the door to your new home. So imagine yourself with the key and you opening up the door. You can even take the keys out of your pocket. Imagine the keys, these keys that you have is keys to your brand new big 2-story mansion or 2-story home. Because like I said, if you never even had a house before or bought a house before, you might want to just start off with a 2-story home. You know what I'm saying? But if you believe you can get that mansion, go ahead and visualize that. Go ahead and visualize that mansion if you right in front of that mansion looking at it at that present time. So you're going to imagine yourself opening the door into the mansion. And then each room that you go into, just imagine how that room would look. Imagine the type of furniture that you want. You might want top of the line furniture. So whatever furniture that you think is top of the line, visualize that in there. In the living room, a sofa, coffee table, big wide screen TV, chandelier, something fancy, something luxurious, if that's what you like. If you just want a regular looking home, regular looking setup for your living room, just picture regular looking setup, normal stuff. It doesn't have to be something over the top. Something that you believe you can have. Because some people beliefs are not that high. Some people beliefs are kind of low. Because if they've been experiencing kind of, not saying cheap, but just normal, regular things in their life, then, maybe that's all they can visualize. But really, we can visualize anything we want, and it will come to fruition. Me, I want the best of the best. So I imagine having the best leather, or because I like black, so I have like a black leather couch. You know what I'm saying? I like to have a chandelier hanging. I'll imagine gold chandelier or whatever, and a big TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go through each room and imagine the furniture in each room, the type of furniture you want. So imagine how many rooms that you want. And touch the walls while you are visualizing this, touch the walls. Now, what you can do, when you get home, start imagining that house again that you saw, and start touching the room while your eyes closed. Stand by a wall and just touch that wall while you imagine that mansion in your home. While you imagine that mansion that you're in. And then imagine each room with furniture in it. So like I said, the living room, imagine the furniture that you want in there. The dining room, the kitchen, the den, the bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs, bedrooms, bathrooms. Imagine all that, the color. Come up with the color. You want all that. Like in a dining room, how many, you have a long table, or how many chairs, all that. You could even, in your home, just sit down in the chair. Sit down in, if you have a chair and a dining room table in your home right now, or your apartment, or if you're living with somebody, just sit down in a chair, put your hand on the chair, and then put your hand on the table, and then imagine yourself in your brand new mansion with the long, beautiful table. And you can imagine yourself eating, feeling good that you just moved in to your brand new mansion. So do that. So I tell you, this can be a long process, but if you do this room by room, I'm telling you, this will amplify your manifestation. Because if it's a dream of yours that you've been longing for a long time, you have to really, really embody yourself in this imagination. Whatever you're imagining, what you're gonna have in this home and what type of home you're gonna have. Because when you say this is a dream, this is something that you're very, very passionate about. So if you're very, very passionate about having this big house or this mansion or whatever, or your dream home, then you have to use all your senses while you're imagining yourself in this mansion. So how does it smell? Do you have the smell of cherry or lemon in the air? You know what I'm saying? Some natural fragrances just in the air. Strawberry, cinnamon, just in the air. So what you can do, buy some cinnamon, I'll be mispronouncing that word, cinnamon. Buy some cinnamon, buy some strawberry fragrance, natural fragrance, or like some incense sticks. Light that mug up, see how they smell, and then go ahead and start imagining yourself in the house, how it smells in the house. Again, touch the walls. Also sit down in a chair. And then what you're gonna do, go into the kitchen, go into your kitchen or whatever house you're in, go into the kitchen, touch the refrigerator, and then close your eyes and imagine the type of refrigerator you want. Imagine the kitchen having like a Long Island, because that's what I want. That's what I'm gonna get in my house. I'm gonna have a Long Island. And imagine the countertops. I want my countertops like marble. I kind of like when my whole bathroom marble. So go into each room, into the house you're currently in, and imagine it's a brand new house, a bigger house, a mansion, 2-story, whatever. So that's how you do it, guys. Wherever you currently at now, and then this is what you say. You say some affirmations too. You can say this. It's several different affirmations you can use. You can say, I am so happy that I have this brand new house or brand new mansion that I love living in. So you can say that affirmation, or you can say any type of affirmation that you want, long as you say it in the present tense. Because once you get in that meditative state and you close your eyes and you connect with the subconscious mind don't don't know if this is real or it's make-believe, because they just believe it exists. Whatever you think about, the subconscious mind say, okay, this exists. And when they know, or when this, what you visualize, when it's visualized, when you visualize it, the subconscious mind going to say, okay, this is real. Let's bring it into reality. Let's go to work. Especially if you're doing, while you're visualizing, if you're touching the walls, if you're smelling the way you want, you're smelling the aroma in the air, or whatever how you want your place to smell. Preferably something good. Like I said before, some strawberries, cinnamon. I want a kind of fruit smell in my house. You know what I'm saying? Smell like some good food is in the house. So the next thing you do, you go into the bedroom. So whatever room that you want in your house, you need to experience it while you visualize it. Act like you already have it, and act like it's real by touching it. So go in the bedroom, and you can go in the current bedroom you are now, sit on the bed, imagine you're in a big room in your big mansion and on a big, beautiful bed. You laying on that bed and you just visualizing yourself on that big bed. And also, if you want a big closet, a nice big closet, walk-in closet, open your closet door. If it's not a big walk-in closet, still just open that closet door, because mine is not big. But I would open the door and just walk in, then close your eyes. Imagine that you walk in a big, big, big closet with all the nice clothes, all the best quality clothes that you can buy, just hanging up. And you just being so grateful and thankful. So this might be a long process, guys. So it's up to you if you want to go through room to room doing that, or you just want to visualize the whole house and visualize each room without going through the whole room, without going through your room in the house and touching and feeling everything. You could just, what you can do while you are conscious, walk through every room, touching everything, and then visualize, sit down, meditate, start meditating, and visualize how your house wants to look, and then use your memory as far as how things feel. And then imagine yourself walking through the house in your imagination while you're visualizing it. You can do it that way. Because I know this is a long process. You're going through each room in the house. Also, like I said before, what color you want each room to be. The color of the house on the outside. Again, if it's 2-story, if it's 1-story, how many rooms. So you got to specify all that. Because once you specify all that, then the subconscious mind has the whole complete image of what you want to manifest from inside to outside. So after you finish the inside, you can go outside while you're imagining your home. What would you have outside? Like in the backyard, would you have a pool? Would you have a basketball court, a tennis court? What would you know? Would you have a gazebo? I think I'm saying that right. Would you have an area where you can cook barbecue or whatever? A little pool room where people can go in and dress. So imagine all that. Like if you're at a home, wherever your parents' home, friend home, go outside in the backyard and imagine that. Imagine the pool, all that you want. And then in the front, if you want a long driveway, imagine that long driveway. You maybe want a circle driveway. So imagine that circle driveway. What I've been desiring is a circle driveway with a water fountain in the front of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the other thing I want. I'm going to get. I keep saying that word want. Don't say the word want, guys. If you say the word want, you're telling the universe that you lack the home. And then if you lack the home, what you're trying to bring into fruition, it's not going to happen because the universe is going to say, we're not going to bring it to you because you lack it. You don't have it. You don't believe that you have it. So always say, I already have. So, or I desire, say I desire is better than I want. So I desire to have a door where I have this on my door already at my apartment, a fingerprint. I use my fingerprint to get into my home. But they also have these new locks where you can do your hand like this, like, motion, and the door is unlocked. So that's what I imagine my door be. It'll be big old door, but it have it where fingerprint or just motion, hand motion, open my door. So also on the outside, imagine how many garages you're gonna have. I want a 3-door garage. So I imagine a 3-door garage, and then imagine how many cars you have and get in those cars and drive it into your garage. So again, this could be a long process, guys. But the good thing is, if you do this process and you put all your senses, use all your senses, it's going to amplify the manifestation, and that will make it come fast. So when you do this again, it's going to increase the process of making it come into fruition, because you're letting the subconscious mind know this is a dominant thought. And once you use all your senses, you're telling the subconscious mind that this is real. I have it already right now, because in the outer world, I can touch it, I can feel it, I can smell it. So you can do the long process, or you can just write your affirmations, sit down, visualize it before you go to bed. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing you got to do before you go to bed at night, because never gotta, because I use all his techniques because his techniques have worked for me. So he says that always, before you go to sleep, visualize what you want and have feeling with what you visualize. So if you want it to come fast and you want to amplify your manifestation, I would do what I said do. Go to if you can't go inside the place to touch it and feel it and everything, because they got some homes out there you can just go look at. You can maybe call up a realtor to say, hey, you have any big homes that for sale? I want to look at them, you know what I'm saying? They might let you do it. But if not, just go to a rich area, look at that home, make sure you look at it for at least 18 to 20 seconds. Because when you look at something for 18, 20 seconds, that is imprinted into your memory. So now you have a memory of what you just saw, and you just take that with you. So when you meditate again and close your eyes, you think of that house you saw, boom, the picture's going to pop up. So you can do that while you're going to bed. Visualize what you just saw. Feel what you just felt. You know what I'm saying? As far as touching the walls and everything. If you do all that. If you don't do all that, just visualize how you want your house to look. What color, the color on the outside, how many garages, how many cars you have there in front of that's going into the garage. Also, imagine the inside and the outside. So do all that before you go to bed. And also you can say your affirmation, I have a big mansion that I love to live in. So you can do that before you go to sleep. And that's going to suppress the subconscious mind. You have the image. You saying the affirmation. So now the subconscious mind said, okay, let's get to work. Let's bring this into fruition, because he has this particular house already. So we need to make this happen. He means business, because he used all his senses. He's very, very emotional about this. The emotions are high. He's on a high vibration. So you do this every night before you go to bed. Now, sometime it might take some time to connect with the subconscious mind, where it will imprint the image and everything that you want to come into fruition. So you can do that every night for 21 days, and I guarantee you that it will be embedded in the subconscious mind. And somehow, some way, something is going to happen where you're either going to actually view that house or actually be able to buy it. Now, if you don't have the money to buy something like that, if it's a mansion, something's going to happen where you'll be put in position to start making that money to pay for it. So it also would be good if you can find that home online and get a price. So once you get a price for it, you can say, in your affirmation, you can say, I just bought this home that costs $1 million and I love living in it. You know what I'm saying? You can say that. So because you're saying you saying this affirmation in the present, you saying how much it costs. So the subconscious mind is going to say, okay, we need to create a situation where he'll be able to afford this, because he already has it. But it has to reflect into the outer world. So we have to go ahead and put things together, make things happen. Some synchronicity got to happen. And some way, somehow, you're going to meet somebody, or something going to happen where you get some money, or something going to happen where you start a business and the money going to start coming in to pay for that place, to pay for that brand new mansion. So you want to do this, visualize this, say the affirmations every night before you go to bed. Visualize in detail as much as you can about the type of house that you want. And you're going to do it when you wake up in the morning. You can also put it on your vision board. Now, if you can't find the exact house that you want online, or if you travel to different neighborhoods, maybe get somebody to draw it. If you're not a good drawer, get somebody to draw it and put it on your vision board and look at it every day. Look at it religiously every day. Look at it like your life depends on it. When you look at it with so much emotion behind it, that's going to connect with the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind going to say, he means business. Let's make this happen. Again, we don't know when it's going to happen. It could happen the next day, the next week, the next month, or the next year. But it will happen. Because places where I lived, it happened for me. The place where I live right now, I manifested this because I was living at some other place before, and I passed by this place and I said, oh, that's a nice place. I wouldn't mind moving there. So what I did was, at this time, it's like 12 some years ago. I've been over here like over 12 years. I was, kind of getting into visualizing, but not really into it. But I just knew that repetition is what the subconscious mind liked. So what I did was pass by this apartment almost every day, because I had to go to work downtown and I lived further out. So I would intentionally go on this freeway that would pass by this apartment, and I would look at it every day I'm going to work. And I would say to myself, man, I'll be glad when I move in there. Man, it'd be fun to move in there, because that mug looked better than where I'm staying at now. And plus it's closer to my job, because I would love to work. I would love to live somewhere that's closer to my job. So I would say that and think about that. And then the day came when my lease was up, and I said, let me try to get in that place that I've been looking at. So I went to the place, and it was way much more than I'm paying at now. And at that time, it seems like I wasn't making enough to move in this apartment. Because you know how you got to make 3 times the rent. So I was not making 3 times the rent, because the rent here was over $1,000. Where I was staying at was maybe like $600-700 at that time. I take that back. Where I was staying there was like $600, and this place was like $800 or $900. And the amount of money I was making at that time was not three times the rent. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go look somewhere else. But I was like, I really want to move in here. This is the only place that I like that's closer to my job. And this is closer, not too far from the medical center here in Houston, Texas. And the medical center is a big thing here in Houston, Texas. If you live by the medical center, places around here, it costs money. And they want you to have A1 credit. And my credit was not A1. My credit was like F1. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know if it's going to happen for me. But I kept thinking about moving in here. I said, some way, somehow, it's going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. And again, mind you, that time I really didn't know that much about Neville Goddard at the time. I think I just started. Maybe I read a few things here and there, but I was still just getting into law of attraction. I wasn't really deep into it, so I just knew that repetition was good, because I started learning about the subconscious mind. And I know things that everybody do on a normal basis. We started off by doing it over and over again until it became a habit, until it became a program. So I was thinking, maybe if I kept on thinking about this and kept on telling myself that I'm going to get it, some way, somehow, it's going to work out for me. So that's how I did it. So that's how I viewed the whole situation. So the time came where I was going to try to move in, and they wanted to check my credit. So they checked my credit, and they said, okay, your credit score is kind of low, but you really don't have that many outstanding debt. Excuse me. So we might let that pass. But they said 3 times the rent, you're not quite there. It was like, do you have any other income that you're making? And I was like, I have another part-time job because I was working like security at the time. And but I was working maybe once or twice a week or something like that. And they said, let's go ahead and add that in there, And this is the person at the apartment building that I was trying to move in. And they saying, now I'm gonna present this to my manager and we're gonna see what's up. So I left, and I was just kind of praying and saying to myself, I hope I can get it. I know I can get it. I know I can get it. And I just kept thinking about myself in there, moving in and stuff. All through the whole day, going into the night, because at that time I read a little bit about Neville Goddard, about when you're going to sleep, thinking about what you want. So I was thinking about what I want while I was going to sleep. Mind you, again, I'm just getting into Neville Goddard, you know what I'm saying, and other people's techniques. So the next day came, I went up there. I thought they was gonna call me, but I just went up there. I said, let me go check and see if I got approved. So I went there. As soon as I walked in the door, they said, Mr. Perry, because that's my last name. Mr. Perry, it's funny that you walked in here. I was just about to call you. I said, oh, really? What? Well, that other job that you got helped you out. And you was just right at the mark for as the amount of being 3 times as much as the rent when you added that job. Right at the mark. Not a little bit under, not over. Right at the mark. I like, what? Really? So they was like, you can move in. All we need is this deposit and boom, boom, you're in there. I was like, my goodness. So the next week or so, I was able to move in. So it can happen, guys. You just have to believe and visualize what you want. And you got to keep doing it over and over. Because when you do it over and over, you're letting the universe subconscious mind know that you mean business. You're making this a dominant thought. You're focusing on this. You really desire this to be in your reality, in your 3D reality, because you already got it here in your mind. It's already there in your mind, ready to be into your reality, into the physical reality, right in front of you. So it can happen. Just follow the technique, guys. All right, I'm about to end this. Hope you guys got some value out of this, and now you know how to manifest your dream home. If you're watching this, the replay of it, because I was live, Please drop a comment down below. Give me a like. And share this everywhere. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure you are subscribed because I'm going to pick 3 people to win, that will win some free money once I either get to 2,000 subscribers or at the end of this 30-day challenge. Just to say, it's just something to say thank you. Thank you for your support. Because this is not easy coming on here every day while you got 2 jobs. Because you might as well say I got 3 jobs. I'm treating this like a job. I'm coming on here reporting every day, grinding, putting in 40 minutes to an hour. I know at work you put in 8 hours, but this is like a part-time job right now. Because I've been putting in almost 30 to 40 minutes to maybe to an hour every night. So I'm grinding, guys. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not doing it for me, even though I'm trying to get monetized. That's not my most important thing. My most important thing is getting this information out to you guys. Helping somebody out there learn how to manifest and letting them know that you are very powerful and you are creating your own reality. And you can create whatever you want in your life. Whatever you want to experience in your life, you can bring it into fruition. All you have to do is believe in yourself, think about it, have emotion behind it, and go to work by putting some action behind it. And I guarantee you, it's going to come into fruition. Might come the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next 2 years, but it's going to happen. Some things I've manifested 2-3 years down the line. And because I thought about it, for maybe a straight month, and then I forgot about it. And maybe I didn't think it was going to happen at that particular time. So I wanted to, so it happened at another time. And maybe if I would have, put more focus on it, it would have happened sooner. Who knows? Who really knows? Things happen, the way things are manifest is very mysterious, the way it happens. But you just have to trust in yourself and then let it go. When I say let it go, meaning that it's going to happen and the universe is going to provide it for you, and don't worry about it. But still visualize yourself. Make it like an everyday habit and make it effortlessly. And make it like it's something that's part of your life. So that's it, guys. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, drop a comment down below. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers, and we're gonna finish this 30-day challenge. One last thing, I have a free ebook. It's called Every Word Has Power. To get that free ebook, just click on the link below in this description. It's absolutely free. Just click it and download straight to your phone or your computer. And you'll learn about powerful words that you can use to manifest anything that you want. All right. Like I always say, peace, create, and manifest. Peace out.